gotten out to a movie this week. Today, Grandma has gone to Baahubali 2, The Conclusion, which, as one might expect, is a sequel. It is a sequel to Baahubali, The Beginning, which came out a couple of years ago. Now, we're not any big experts on Indian films. We've seen a few, but it is a complicated film, and you don't necessarily have to have seen the first one to, I think, enjoy this one or see some value in seeing this one. It wouldn't hurt. I'll tell you very briefly a little bit about the first one. The first one sort of, in a way, you might say, a cross between the Ten Commandments film and Lord of the Rings, in that it starts off with a baby being saved by a poorer family. Turns out he was a prince from a richer family.
Another kingdom.
Another kingdom. He finds out about the his past, you might say, or his family's past, and the last half of the first film is taken up with telling about his father's story, whose name is Baahubali, and who again has a brother who they sort of compete for the kingdom, like in the Ten Commandments, and it ends in a sort of a cliffhanger where they've defeated this enemy, and Baahubali is named the king of the kingdom. At the beginning of the second film, again, he is about to become the king, but again, his brother and his father are sort of scheming to have the brother named the king. You don't want to give away too much of the story, but we will say that again, he is the brother is successful, and he does become named king. But it's an uneasy situation, needless to say, and there's lots of back and forth in terms of what's going to happen and who ultimately will rule the kingdom.
Well, Baahubali is very popular with the inhabitants, with the residents of this mythical.
He's a popular prince.
Mythical kingdom,
Now,
he's very popular. They would like him to be the choice, but that's not who is the choice.
Eventually, they end the flashback about the father's life, and they go back to the son, and he basically goes to try and save the kingdom from this bad ruler and such. Again, we don't want to give away too much about what happens, but what did you think of the film?
Well, the filmmakers presented a spectacular fable, imaginary kingdom. I mean, I haven't seen very many Indian films, but it was so colorful. Bright colors everywhere. The costumes were magnificent. They seemed very talented at presenting a spectacle with lots of people. Whether it was a peaceful spectacle, like the coronation or something like that, or the battles that they had. Not only did they have enemies from the outside who would like to take over this kingdom, but there were the battles from the inside.
Now, again, this film is a little more Macbethish, sort of, you might say, in terms of the court intrigue and everything like that, than the first one was. It still has lots of battles, but there's more of that in this one.
I appreciated also the fact that the women in the story are very important. There's the Queen Mother, and then there is the princess, and then there is the young Bahubali's choice for his mate.
Sort of warrior princess.
So yes,
So,
the fighting is also spectacular. They make big use of slow motion,
right.
and both of our heroes, Bahubali Senior and the Bahubali Junior, are very, very talented fighters. They can mow you down with all kinds of weapons, swords, spears, arrows, rocks, whatever they have handy. And the filmmakers, they have these Indian costumes that are flowing and colorful, and they often use slow motion to have our hero floating through the sky down to wherever he needs to be fighting. And it's really well done. It's fascinating.
Baahubali Jr.?
Well, yes. we got another one coming along. I thought it was really interesting and well presented and colorful, a spectacle. I haven't seen anything like it before. What did you think?
I think much the same as you. Again, it's very impressive to look at. The filmmaking is of a very high level. Again, sort of what you were pointing out, the choreography, both of the musical numbers, which they have two or three of, and the choreography of the fight scenes, again, is all just very, very impressive. Again,
really?
there are scenes in this film that you won't see anywhere else. You will have never seen in a film, and may never see in another film. Again, they're so original and very interesting to watch. And again, the story, as complicated as it may be in some ways, is very involving. Again, you just really have no idea where in the world it's going, what's going to happen.
How in the world they're going to work this out? Yeah.
Again, the one thing I would say that was a little awkward, and again, I don't know that there was any way around this, is when you're getting dropped into the middle of the father's story, and then they switch back to towards the end, last hour or so, to the son's story, and that seemed a little, you were really getting into the father's story there, and then you'd have to switch back to the son's story, and you just had to sort of almost remember back to where were we back when the son was, because that was the beginning of the first movie, but it's the end of the last movie, and so that was a little bit awkward. But again, once they got going, it was fine. But again, I would definitely recommend it.
Absolutely,
it's very interesting.
If it comes to your neighborhood, you need to go see it. This is definitely a Two Thumbs movie. Very original as far as American moviegoers. Very different, very engaging. The color, the camera work, and the choreography of the fights. Brian was right pointing that out. I mean, the fights. And
all the special effects, again, are there's lots of
Bahubali is an extremely good fighter, and he mows down lots of people and comes right back up again. Like he's indestructible.
Well, again, it's sort of like they're Indian superheroes. It's like
absolutely.
they're this. It's a different style, but it's the intention is the same. What they're trying to show.
They could be a comic book hero. They could be, because
more storybook hero, perhaps.
A storybook hero, but definitely a superhero.
So how many thumbs are you giving it, Grandma?
Well, I have two. So I already gave him 2
Oh, you
thumbs.
did? Okay, yes. I'm sorry, I missed that.
I have two. It is definitely a Two Thumbs movie. Do go to see it if it comes around to your neighborhood. It's really, really interesting and very well done.
Yes. One thing I will mention here at the end is that don't be surprised if the price of the ticket is a little different than what you're maybe used to. It may be a little higher than normal.
It's not your normal. It's like.
It's a special event, they said. So
Bye.